All right, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, getting ready for another poker tournament. Let's go ahead and fold this bad hand. And once again, I was a little bit caught off guard by the poker tournament starting faster than I expected. My sound settings weren't set up properly, but you guys should be hearing everything okay. Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, welcome to another video. This is another $3.50 tournament. I'm pretty stuck on those. Remember, the whole idea with the bankroll management is that I need to be strict in which tournaments I play, so that's what I'm doing. But I have been playing cash games behind the scenes. Not too many, not as much as I'd like, to be honest, but I've done a few. And so far I'm up by like a few bucks. In fact, I can probably tell you exactly where I'm at here. Never mind, I'm up by 15 cents. That doesn't seem to make sense. Hold on. No, it's more than that. No, 92 cents. Okay? And that doesn't count tournament stuff. But it's only got one tournament logged in. So far, every tournament I've played since getting Poker Tracker has been recorded, and it's only been one. So, this is the second one. And I am wondering something here. Sorry, just a little bit of behind the scenes technical difficulties here. Alright, with ace three of diamonds early on, I'm going to fold to a raise. I would have liked to see a flop, but it doesn't always have to happen. Okay, we're back on. There we go. There we go. Well, King Jack this early, like I don't even really like this hand, but we'll go for a bit of a raise here. I did, by the way, lower the volume of that sound. I've noticed it's very, very grating on the ears in the first couple videos, so I really apologize for that. But it was took me a little while to figure that out. The re-raise here early on. See, this is why I didn't want to play this hand. So I'm going to have to probably give it up. Or should I just call? Let's just call. Not a big fan of the queen here. I'm expecting a power play here from this guy. 80's pretty small. Okay, so this is where we find our place here. It feels like a small bet. I'm going to bump it up a little bit more and put the pressure on him, make sure that he really wants to play. He does, apparently. We're going to check again. I'm hoping he's going to check here. A little worried. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I deserve all of what I got there. Good hand by that guy. Not a good start. Not at all. Don't play King Jack so early in position. It'll make you sad. Or if you do play it, just play better than me. Building another big pot. The good news is, though, is that it was early enough in the tournament that I have lots of time to catch back up. It was a third of my stack, but I can get it back pretty early. Or pretty easily, I mean. Well, this is an opportunity. There was a number of chips in the pot already. I was in the big blind. I did, in fact, hit the 5. This person has played very aggressively. Here we go. It's pretty much the identical. We're just going to go in right now with the 5. There we go. It paid off. Ballsy play by that dude. We got all our chips back. Now we're gonna fuck off. I'm trying not to swear. I can't believe I just did that. Literally, it's not even like I care about swearing, but I'm actually just trying not to get demonetized every time. But I literally just screwed it up. So, but it's been a crazy beginning of this tournament just because I've been playing like stupid hands, and you're really not supposed to. So I'm gonna count my blessings while I have them, and look at this craziness. Oh, there we go. This guy's been getting just bangers of hands though. Like, so he's had ace queen and ace king at least 3 times out of 6 hands. Oh shit, you know what? This is totally my fault. Hold on, guys. I'm not that interested in this pot. There we go. That is my bad. Didn't realize how quiet it was. He says he just folded another decent hand as well. And this hand is a good example of why it's good to be last to act, because we have like we have like middle pair here. So we get to see what everybody does and we don't have to waste too much money. Although maybe I should have bet at it just for the sake of maybe hiding my hand and not having to show it, but another all in here. What the f... Do you guys see this? That's our 8th hand. He's had ace king 3 times and ace queen once. And then he said his other hand was decent as well. Probably something more like king jack or something. Crazy. So this game is the opposite of games that we've played in the past. These pots are growing just at a gigantic rate. Kings versus ace queen. The guy flops 2 queens. We have to scrape by with ace 8-6 and whatever other hand we had. There's a lot of volatility at this table. So at this point, we managed to secure some chips and get above starting stack. And now we're going to cool it down. We're going to be picking our spots smartly and, you know, making sure we have good hands when we go against these people. I mean, I can't even mark this guy blue. Usually I mark people who play crazy as blue, but this guy's had it every single time. Ugh, fuck, I hate this position, but we gotta do it. Ace Jack under the gun is not a fun hand. We're not gonna get too committed here, but we gotta play it, right? We can't just fold it. Okay, I'm all right with this. We're gonna continuation bet here for bet 120, I say. It's pretty good. Yeah. King Jack again. King Jack effed us last time. But we'll pay 60 to see a flop. King Jack, in my opinion, is actually a great big blind hand. Well, the flush missed, the straight missed. Unless, I don't know, he could have 9 queen on the button. We'll just go for like a decent little bet here. Maybe he'll pay us off with this. It's okay. I'll take that down. This guy has a little bit more sense in him, I think. What the f... Where are these hands coming from? This is literally the total polar opposite of both previous videos that I've done. All in? Sorry, buddy. I'm going to be calling you here. I don't like this guy calling. Now there's almost odds for him to get in. I don't fully know how odds work, so maybe that's completely wrong, but there's a lot of money in here for him to have a chance at winning. I probably should have raised it, but I was a little bit scared to do that. So I'm just hoping this guy folds. And there's an ace, of course. See what he wants to do. He's going to force me to fold here. Okay. He doesn't have the ace. He did. I should have probably expected him to have an ace. Okay. He shoves all... I wasn't expecting that hand to go that way. But he just knocked himself out by making a bit of a silly play there. This late in position, I will play this hand. Alright, we got a straight draw. Not worth that much. Especially this guy is probably eventually going to commit the rest of these chips as well, so I'll get out. Good bet. Alright, here we go. Ace King under the gun. This guy's 61% in the pot voluntarily. He's playing everything. We got a pretty nice flop here. It's the first time I haven't C-bet. But we're gonna sort of let him trap himself here. He's been really aggressive. Just hoping that he doesn't end up with some... Yeah, I imagine the next card is probably important to him. So we're going to take this chance here to pop it up. He folds. Probably a good idea. I might have been able to extract a little bit more out of him, but I think that might be one of my weaknesses as a player, is like when I have a good hand, my immediate thought is, how can I get the most money out of it? And that includes allowing them to see more cards. Okay, I'll take a look at this. We missed it totally. Now we've got a piece. Take a little stab at it. Now we got spades on the board. I'm gonna check. Give me the jack. Yeah. But yeah, that's part of my mindset when I have like the nuts or something close to it, where it's like, okay, how can I get the most out of this hand? Maybe the nuts is a bad example because that's literally what you should do. But in that case, like I had ace jack, or I had ace king, two pair, top two pair, and there was a straight and a flush draw opportunity on the board. So, you know, I might have been able to get more money out of him if let's say I didn't check raise on the turn, and let's say I just call and he gets to see his last card. If it misses everything, then he's probably going to do a big bet into me in order to try to bluff me off of it. And that's when I get the most money. But what also could have happened is he could have hit his straight or his flush, and then I'm in a really bad spot. So I'm happy with taking the money when I did. And, you know, not giving him the opportunity to suck out on me. Or if he was going to, he would have had to pay heavily for it. To the point where it's a bad decision. So this is a much better spot to play ace-jack, by the way, on the button. Any hand is better on the button. Now I get to see what happens in front of me. Okay, easy. All right, 4's under the gun. Not the biggest fan. I thought about limping. I still sometimes like the idea of limping because sometimes, especially even under the gun, you can limp, or maybe just everybody will fold. I think the dynamics of the table have changed here because we've actually folded quite a few hands in a row there since the last time I saw you guys, and it's just really tightened up now. But yeah, on the topic of limping, like, I guess it's common knowledge that it pretty much is always a bad idea because it always shows weakness. And I can get that. And most times, I'd say like 80% of the time if I'm limping, probably more than 80, to be honest, but that's only because I don't ever limp. But if somebody tries to pop me, why are you doing it with king? Oh, okay, well, in his position, king jack, he had a small stack there, didn't he? I think so. King jack might have been the best thing he'd seen all game. There goes another one. People get knocked out like crazy. In this one, we've only been going for 25 minutes. We've already lost 3 people. It's a cheeky little min raise in the small blind. Whatever. Whatever. So I'm going to let him take this one. We're getting ace jack a lot here. This dude doesn't raise very often. In fact, pre-flop, he's got the lowest raising percentage. But now we got money in the pot, so it's already worth it. We were already going to call anyway, but we just have to be careful because he's probably got something good. I mean, we still got odds here, so let's go. Okay. This board is starting to suck now. Yeah, he has to. Oh, he makes my decision easy at least, but... Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to call. But I'm just kind of wondering what he's got. It feels like an ace-king kind of play to me at that point for him. Good hand, though. He put himself in the chip lead with that, so that's pretty good. Fold. Doesn't feel right. Here comes the C-bet. 189. We'll never know what he had, but I feel like it could have been an ace. Again, he was early in position when he made that raise, right? So, and you can't always expect people to be following those like rule of thumbs, or those rules of thumb, because it's not like everybody knows them, and it's not like you have to follow those rules even if you do know them. You know, it's that's kind of the fun thing about poker is you can just be like, look at your hand, you can. I almost kind of want to do it. You know what? Oh, now we got a raise in front of us though. So let's fold. Today I learned my ball sack is not as big as I thought it was for a split second, but it could have been a fun time. I was thinking about just repopping them, but what I'm kind of getting at is like in certain spots you can not care what your own cards are, right? Just play the people you're playing with, play the table, and sometimes you can bend the rules of poker to work out for you, and that's what's fun about it. But you still want to keep the basics in your mind. And when I see somebody in early position like this under the gun raising, you know, and plus he's got a small chip stack, he's most likely going to commit. There's a chance. Again, he's early in position, so, and he's got a small stack, so he is picking this moment to raise when he could have waited. So I'm not even going to mess with him. It feels a little bit defensive. I'll be honest. I'm not actually sure if that was the right play, but let's get back some of it right here. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was the right play. This man here also has a very small raising percentage, and we are going to try to steal the blinds here. But when he chooses to get involved, even if it's just a call, then you have to think that he's coming. He's got to be ready to commit all his chips. So you got to make sure that you're ready to do that as well. Now I'm getting these hands here. People are folding. Eventually someone's going to push back. I'm hoping they just call. Yeah, there we go. Let's see a flop. I'm not necessarily wanting to be re-raised here, obviously. But these are the types of hands that I like to get in. I notice I'm kind of min-raising here, and for some reason it just feels right. Like, this is the kind of hand that I want to see a flop with, and this flop is not bad. He's had a big blind, so he could have anything. And a small blind called as well. So they both got a discount. So anyone could have anything here. So I think my goal is to see the next card. Or wait. No, I'll c-bet. I'll c-bet for a decent chunk right there. About half the pot. We might just take it down, or we might generate a decent sized pot and we'll have to play out the rest of the hand. But there we go. I don't want to do the fatal thing that people do where you set yourself up for the biggest failure. But at the same time, like, it does kind of feel, after that really rocky start, it does feel like we're starting to gauge the table a little bit. We are in first place, and I'm understanding my opponents a little bit more. Not all of them, but a few of them. And it's going to allow us to flaunt our big stack in the mid-game. Because the two guys on my left here are pretty tight players. So stealing their blinds is going to be something that is going to be a little bit easier. And getting them to fold. They actually both have 100% fold to c-bet stats. So they're very tight. So if I get a piece, I can, and even if I don't get a piece, I can, you know, exploit that a little bit. This guy Miller, he is a little bit tougher to read. He had he still has a pretty high voluntary pot percentage. Mine's pretty high this game. I'm at 36. But it's because I've had a big stack for a lot of it, and I can afford to go in. So here we go. I don't know how to call this guy. Ling, I guess. But he's raising early in position. I got 8s here, so I got to call. And I'm going to check to him, and he's probably going to c-bet. 320. So at this point, I really don't think he has a 9. I'm going to gauge where we are. I'm going to re-pop him here. I can lose 800 now and not lose more than that. Okay, good decision. He was just c-betting for the sake of c-betting. Because he had to. He probably doesn't like that. And that's not the first time I've 3-bet after the flop. We'll fold, though. But this is it. People don't want to lose before the bubble, right? They don't want to get knocked out and not get paid. So they're going to be playing tight. So this is where we get all the blinds. And I'm going to be doing min raises because it could just be an easy pot. And if it's not, then I don't sacrifice too much. That makes sense to me right now. We're going to try to collect as much of these as we can. And these decent hands are worth it. The thing is, I'm obviously, like, I'm being pretty obvious about it now, right? He'll probably call. He likes to see flops. Okay. That's a bad flop. Well, it's not a terrible flop. We're going to do the c-bet thing here. How? Yeah, see? Because he doesn't want to lose either. He's got a bigger stack than these guys, but it's still not that big. Now position is getting... we're getting a little bit close to under the gun here, so I'm going to fold this hand, because I'm not going to be too crazy about it, but you can see the strategy's working right now. These guys are going to be getting pretty desperate soon. This might as well be an all-in shove. Yeah, well, he'll call. He'll call. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Well, I was thinking more. The more I think about it, he was on the button, and it was a min raise. So maybe he was actually just trying to see if he can steal a blind here. Or he might have had a marginal hand that would have benefited from seeing a flop before making that final decision. Interesting. I'm interested in what he's got here, because of what I've been talking about. Like, he's opening here, and he's basically committing. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it because I'm not going to pay for that. Poker is not a game of becoming rich and then giving it to the poor. It's a game of making the poor even poorer and you becoming richer. Okay, I'm glad to see this. So this is going to be it. If I'm wrong about this, I will sincerely apologize. But this guy's definitely going to shove all in and he's going to call. It has to happen. Unless Ember, no, yeah, he's not going to do anything. All in, call. Guaranteed. Ace King versus ace. And there's the ace. And there's the 8. It was like a 6% chance or something right on the river. 5% chance. Oh, man. Lucky boy. So this is the same kind of thing. Like, I was definitely going to do the same thing, but not if he's going to do it first. It might be a smart play at him to try to steal some blinds here, but I don't know. I dislike that hand, so I will fold. Oh, in this position, it's an easy raise. Even if you shove there, I wouldn't necessarily be super happy, but I probably would. Probably would have called it. I don't know. Would I have? We're going to raise again. As the position swings back around in our favor, we are going to start taking advantage of it again. But, of course, there's only 5 people at the table now, so position is changing around very quickly here. So, like, already I'm not necessarily happy with the king 5. Although I can see why a raise would be good. But when I throw in these folds, look at this. Anyone call? Come on, Miller. Oh, Miller, not good for you. Is there going to be an ace? Look at that. The rule of today is to get your money in bad, and don't worry, you'll river whatever you need to win. I'm playing with you here, Miller. Let's go. What do you want to do with the 6-2-2-2? You're raising on the button? I mean, maybe he's got a 6. He's thinking about it. Something smells fishy with that. He just took the lead. Ooh. Come on, call. Yeah, you gotta call. That's a bigger bet than I've... Oh. There's nothing here for me. I've made my decision. I'm just salty now. Because that is a gigantic pot. And we're not in the money yet, so I don't feel good. I was feeling a little too good. And now, it doesn't feel that great. This guy's going to make me fold. I don't know why I folded that. I should have called. I'm a little steamed. Let's try to get some blinds back here. I don't feel comfortable with Jack-9 right now. Uninteresting hand, I guess. He might sense major weakness with that. If he were to shut... Oh. He still has a high fold to C-bet percentage. He just made it 80%. Mine's only 33% in comparison. You can have that, buddy. So, I suppose, you know, even with the small bet. But it was a weak bet. I was like, I want to bet, but I don't want to bet too much because I don't want to lose. We'll call this. We have a good hand, four-handed here. We'll check. We'll let him C-bet. He has not C-bet once the entire tournament. We're going to call one of them. I'm going to see how committed he wants to get here. Fuck, eh? That was a good play. Feel free to leave praising comments down below. We're getting very playable hands at this point of the tournament. Okay, so in this position, there's not a lot of drawing opportunities. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna let him hang himself here. All in, call. Dusted! Get dusted! That is how you lay a trap right there. And forgive me if I am tooting my own horn a little bit, but once again, feel free to leave those praising comments down below. And now, my friends, we are in the money with a gigantic stack and a terrible hand. And we still won. I thought we would win. I had this sneaking suspicion here. Give me the blind. No. No thanks. Show him the 3, and then I'll fold. I don't know. The juices are flowing right now. The adrenaline is going, and it's feeling good. Come on, dude. Let's just do it. I don't know what he's really waiting for at this point. Any king, any queen even. Is this where it's going to be? And then, of course, I'm actually going to fold. Yeah. You go ahead. Take him out, Miller. It's not like he's got something that good. And he hits the 8. Goodbye, Rakata. It was a pleasure, and it's me and Miller. And we... what's the term? Bumped heads several times early in the tournament. I like this hand. I'll play it. Okay. Is that how it's going to be? Then what we're going to do is wait for a good hand and just win with it. That is not a good hand. I know what he wants. And I want the same thing. Right here. Ah, come on. Alright, same to you then. Fold your good hand that I know you just picked up. He's going to go all in again, and I'm going to fold again. Nope. Maybe now he will. Nah, take it. Alright, we're getting a little closer here. All in? No. Come on. Yes! No 6s. No diamonds. We got it. We got it. GG to Miller. And that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. There was a couple silly plays there, and there were a couple amazing plays there. You guys have to admit it. And we pick up the $14.01, so we're already plus on our investment in the first 2 tournaments that we made money in the first one, the second one we didn't. But we're already up, and that's going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.